Johnny Boy, Jake.
All right.
What, 3 days away now? 4 days away?
Not a long way.
Yeah. And well, I mean, obviously, Johnny Boy, you've known about this. We did the draw, I think it was 4 weeks ago. And you ended up with a kid called Owen Kirk. And
Right.
I don't know, I'm not sure the reason why, but Owen's had to pull out. And we've now got Mr. Jake Bray, which is an amazing story because Jake's his last fight was against Owen Kirk, where he got a draw and previously beat him. And also, you two made your debuts against one another. It's fate, isn't it? Is it not fate, you two meeting up with one another again?
I know, yeah. You know, I'm glad to see Jake again. He's a good old lad. And he puts everything into it like myself, so it'll be a pleasure to share the ring again with Jake.
Well, I was just talking with Steve Wood, who put all this together. And if you remember, he commentated with Big Darren on your fight, wasn't it? Them two were commentating on your fight, and they both absolutely loved it because it was a cracking fight. And this seems, for you, Jake, the common occurrence. I think this is going to be your third rematch.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your 16th fight coming up. Johnny Boy, this is your 5th fight coming up. You missed out. You should have fought your first 6th rounder. Was it back at Blackpool? Was it going to be on the 10th when the Queen died?
Yeah, that's right, in Blackpool. And I missed out on one last year as well. And my opponent pulled out. So really, it should be like my 7th one now. But things happen, don't they? But you got to keep going.
Well, everything for a reason, and the reason is now we're in this competition, and it's fate because, like I say, you made your debuts against one another. What did Speed speak to you as soon as the draw was done and mentioned about putting you as a like safety net just in case someone pulled out through injury or whatever, and you was going to get a little wage just for being there, even if you didn't fight. Jake?
No, I didn't get told anything. It was I just got a phone call off Jimmy saying that obviously, you know, you fight, basically you're fighting. It told me, and then just told me. I didn't really know that was a backup or anything. But obviously it was going ahead. So,
well, that's why I was led to believe that you was going to be backup anyway, just in case this did happen, and it obviously has happened now. And I just think, as I don't know if you watched the little interview we did with Steve Wood yesterday, we're talking about the show, and he's excited about this fight because he just said, both of you just don't know a bad fight, do you? You know, you can't be in a bad fight, Johnny Boy. And Jake, you've never been in a bad fight, mate. So it's going to be, it should be a cracking little.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good because it's like, I mean, obviously we're there for business purposes, but I've got the utmost respect for Johnny Boy, and I've even spoken to him a few times outside of the ring, messages or whatnot. So we're both knowing now, and there's no bad blood going in there, but we don't both know what we need to do on the day.
Well, obviously it's a huge fight, Johnny Boy. You're unbeaten now. This is your 5th fight. And Jake, you started your journey on the road. It's a strange journey, that you never really were worried about winning fights or anything like that. You were never going to be fighting at home, but all things changed. And I think you had your I think it was your first rematch with Paul Scarf, the kid who beat you 40-36 previously. And it was the first time you were fighting at home. It was on one of our shows in conjunction with your manager, Jimmy Harrington. And you reversed the decision, and you reversed it really, really well. It was 40-36 for you this time, but you were really, really dominant. And then you got the win. I don't know if was that just before or was that just afterwards when you fought Owen the first time?
I think it was before, because I think I beat Jack Roberts before, didn't I?
Hey, this is a little omen for you. He was 4-0 at the time, the same as Johnny Boy. But it's weird because you've now because you sampled it in the rematch with Owen Kirk, which is again on your home show. You've done really well. You managed to sell tickets on both occasions in the rematch with Paul Scarf and then with the rematch with Owen Kirk. And you've given you a little taste of what Johnny Boy experiences all the time. You know, the crowd cheering for him to win, not booing you. And I think you seem to quite like it.
Yeah. To be honest, though, just as well as that, I'm used to the booing now. Anyway, sort of like just put that to the back of your head now. You know, just used to it. But yeah, no, it is good. It is a completely different atmosphere. So yeah, I do enjoy it as well. Yeah.
But if you can beat Johnny Boy, then suddenly, you know, you're in this final in February, and suddenly your whole career changes because you're no longer that man on the road. You'll be classed as a prospect then.
Yeah.
Does that excite you?
Gotta get there first, hopefully.
Listen, I know it's hard, but sometimes we're finding it with a lot of these journeymen now. You know, you don't have to dig deep because you're not expected to win. You know, you go there, do a job, you ask a few questions, and you come home with a few quid in your pocket. But this can all change for you now. This can all change, whereby if you can cause an upset, and I believe it'll be an upset. I think Johnny Boy is probably one of the favourites of this competition. If you can cause an upset, suddenly your whole career changes. Do you think that could make the difference for you in winning or losing this fight?
Yeah, I think it could do. Yeah, but like obviously, like I spoke to you the other day and I said about it before. Obviously, I found out I was putting it. I had Johnny Boy down as winning the whole thing. Anyway, it was between him and Casey Brown, but I had him as being a favourite anyway. So it's sort of like it's one of them now because I've been put in it and I've got to fight it. You know, it changes.
You've nothing to lose and everything to gain. So that makes you a little bit more of a dangerous man.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I mean, I've got the L's. You know, it doesn't faze me about that. You know, like you said, I've got everything to gain, nothing to lose. So.
Johnny Boy, does that worry you that in being a danger man now for you?
Not at all. I always say, Donnelly, you know, every man's the same, and I believe, Jake's a man like myself. He gets in there, he enjoys the fight, gets a few quid at the end of it, and goes home to his children. You know, and I to believe that's what we're there for. So you know what I mean? It's a good one. Every fight's a danger fight, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. But I mean, I must admit, you are one of my favourite away fighters, Jake. And Johnny Boy, you've always been one of my favourite fighters because I filmed you numerous occasions as an amateur, and every single time you put a little smile on my face. And you're fast growing into being one of Steve's favourites because he loves watching you fight because you have a fight. You know,
fireworks. Yeah, it's a fight. A fight's a fight. No matter where you are, I mean, where you choose, if you're in a ring, if you're in an octagon and on the mat, or even if you're outside in the cobbles, it's a fight, and that's all it is at the end of the day.
Well, obviously, you come from the travelling background, so you know it's in your blood. It really is in your blood. But it's a weird one, like you say, both making your debuts together. I think this is going to be your third rematch. You know, the kid he should have fought was your last opponent. It's like there's so many contributing factors to making this. Not just it was always going to be a good fight, but I think it's going to be even better now, even better. And your first fight was a great fight, but obviously this is your 16th fight now. You've learned a hell of a lot. You come on, Johnny Boy. You've been improving with every single fight as well, mate. Are we? And the extra 2 rounds, is that going to be? Now you just completed your first 6 round the last time, didn't you? Against Owen. Did you like that? Did you like the extra 2 rounds?
Yeah, I did, but I mean the game plan went out the window because I knew I hurt him early and I tried to get him out of there and sort of blew myself out of steam. So
the problem with you, Jake, is that it sounds like I'm not, because it's weird. You look tired from round 1. You look tired, but you just don't stop throwing. You continue to go ahead. It's weird. It's like you're trying to deceive us. You're kidding us into false senses of security because we think, oh God, he looks tired there. But actually, you can't be because the amount of work that you do is quite phenomenal.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And Jake, you Johnny Boy, you looking forward to these extra 2 rounds?
Yeah, I mean it's another step up again in my career, you know, which I need. As I said earlier when we're doing them interviews and the draw, you know, this is what small hall boxing needs really. These little exciting fights, these little exciting tournaments, you know, to get the people in, to get noticed. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, me, Ian, and Tommy, we prepare well as always. So yeah, it should be good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I say, I know you all work hard and you all prepare hard, but like I say, there's a lot on the line for both of you here. Something that you perhaps never thought you would be, Jake. But for you, Johnny Boy, this is everything on the line for you here. You know, the winner of this fight will go to fight the final, and the winner of that, hopefully, before the end of the year, will be fighting for the title. You know, and whether it's a central area title or even better, you never know, do you?
Yeah, and that's what I've gotten to the game for. You know,
this tournament will prepare you for that, because obviously your next fight, whoever comes through this fight, it's going to be an 8-rounder, against someone who wants to win as much as you do, and this is what I'm saying. It propels your career by a good 12 months, and perhaps the person that you meet wouldn't have met 2 people. You would have beat 2 people that wanted to win as much as you. And perhaps they would have only beat the usual suspects in their previous 6 or 7 fights that they've had.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, as I said, we're for obviously me, Reese, and Casey. Obviously, Jake, he's done 6 rounds, but we're going to be going from. I mean, if one of us obviously win the semis, we're going from 6 rounds to 8 rounds in 2 fights. You know, which is moving quick. But again, you know, we was all prepared to take this opportunity, and you know, fair play to all of us, me, Jake, Reese, and Casey. You know, we've done it when we haven't had to do it.
No, and it's weird. This is another one of those bizarre situations. You're all on the same show together again, because the last time you fought was at the AJ Bell in Salford, and Jake, you fought Casey Brown, and Reese Woods fought Jay McCarthy. You fought the Russian kid, the Money Boy, and so you know it's weird how all your paths keep colliding with one another.
I think every fight I've had, I think Jake's been there, and Jake's been fighting someone else. It was Jake, I'm sure. In Blackpool, I boxed Josh, and Jake was boxing Paddy Lacey. And I'm not too sure about my second one, but we've always been there. We've always had a chat.
Yeah, I've always bumped into each other. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
And you know what? I still believe boxing is a gentleman's sport. I don't feel you need to be bad blood, and that's what I love about you two. There's no bad blood. You know, you'll shake hands before the fight, and you'll shake hands after the fight, and
1,000,000%,
and have a little drink hopefully afterwards. But listen, I'm really looking forward to it, because as Steve Wood said, and as I know, you two don't know how to have a bad fight. So what I'm more excited about is we've got an extra 2 rounds this time. So hopefully that'll bring out something.
Could bring something different,
in both of you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we'll see you on Friday at the weigh-in. It's down at the VIP gym at 3 o'clock. Hey, luxury of the day before weigh-in as well. You're being spoiled here now. So good luck till then. And listen, you're not a VIP fighter, but you like a VIP fighter. The amount of time you fought on our shows.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is, may the best man win.
Yeah,
100%.
All the best.
All the best. Yeah, see you Friday.
Yeah, see you Friday, mate. All the best.
Bye, mate.